So why do you think there are cracks in the ground like this? What makes a canyon? You might have had a few different ideas. One thing you might have thought of is that there could have been an earthquake a long time ago, which made a crack in the ground, and it's just been there ever since. But when there's an earthquake, it does something more like this. Earthquakes can lift the ground up, or even cause the ground to go down a little. But earthquakes don't always make cracks in the ground. Sometimes they do. But here's the thing about those kinds of cracks. They're actually just a thin rip in the ground. They're never deep cracks, the kind you could fall into or walk around in. An earthquake crack also tends to be in a straight line like this. But if you look at canyons, they're not anything like that. They're usually deep, deep enough you could walk around in them. And they're not always straight lines either. Canyons are cracks that can curve around, like the shape of a river. That's actually a clue to why there are canyons. If you're around a canyon during or after a rainstorm, you have to be very careful. Because canyons are cracks in the ground, water might start to pool up at the bottom of the canyon like this. And if that water got too deep, that wouldn't be good. Look at this. This is after a rainstorm, and you can see water doesn't just sit at the bottom of the canyon. It's actually flowing out of the canyon. Could that be a clue about how canyons form? Look at the color of the water. Do you see that? That water is so muddy and brown. The water is the same color as the canyon walls. It's all full of sand and mud and even rocks. It's like the water is carrying stuff out of the canyon. Could it be that water is what makes a canyon? If that's true, it would mean something kind of unbelievable. It would mean water is acting like an excavator, carving sand and mud and rocks out of the ground. Is water really that powerful that it could cut into the earth like an excavator? Well, could you think of an experiment that would let you figure out whether water could really make a canyon?